some legs in today. It's a sleepy Monday morning. Hey. No. Alright, I get the garage door open. The dog's doing her thing. Stretching is like one of my least favorite things ever. What are you doing? Did you put the ball in the trash can? You weirdo. You weirdo. Did you put the ball in the trash? No, don't do that. Don't do that, people. Hands feeling tight today. Ooh. Morning. Hopefully it's Labor Day for you too. Naz, it's not for you. Hello stranger, hope you're doing great. You look like you just woke up. A little bit ago, a couple hours ago. Just gonna do some legs today. It is Labor Day here in the US, and so no work. We don't have bank holidays, but every once in a while we do have. What's up, Jenny? Welcome to the chat. Yeah, a bank holiday, pretty much. Yep, that's about right. Hang on, give me a second. Let me get some warm-ups in. Morning. Welcome everybody. If you're from the U.S., happy day off. Hopefully, unless you're doing a job that doesn't let you get Labor Day off. Otherwise, happy day off for everyone. And if you're from the UK, I hope you're working hard, unlike every other day. I'm just kidding. That was a joke. I had to. Naz is in the chat today. We're just gonna get the glutes a little bit warmed up. Work our ways up to, what, 35s maybe? We'll see. See how we're feeling. Feel pretty recovered from the last few days. Took Saturday, Sunday off. Had a big barbecue on Saturday. That was really fun. Big party. About 30 people, which was one of the bigger ones. I smoked 3 pork shoulders for about 14 hours. So, like the stream if you haven't already, just double tap the screen for me. Okay, so thanks Harish, appreciate it. Hard leg up, giving yourself a hard Labor Day in a Labor Day. Yeah, so I'm not a big like sleep person, to be honest. Like, it's not one of my love languages, which is totally fine. And so, what's up, JP? like anime. Thanks, appreciate that. Personally, I like days off the best because I feel like, because I don't have to, go to work. Like during school, when I was in university, Friday nights were my most productive study nights because it was like, man, I don't have to do anything for tomorrow. We're good to go. And so I would get in like 6 to 8 hours of studying on Friday night from like 5 p.m. through, which is super pinhead thing to do, study on a Friday night in university, but that's what I did. I went to a coffee shop, one that was open late on Fridays, and just did a bunch of work. So I always love Friday vibes, getting into feeling like you can just get a lot done. So that's kind of how I feel about workouts too. I have really good weekend workouts usually. So if you would like to stream, that'd be awesome if you would. Be greatly appreciated. We're gonna get a couple more warm-up sets in and roll with glutes here. Birds lover, you're welcome to comment something else productive. Yeah, had a great time. Yeah, it's always a little bit nerve-wracking, to be honest, with cooking for that many people. I had a lot of people pitch in, bring sides and stuff. What's up, Trevin? Welcome to the chat. Yeah, so I had a bunch of people pitch in, which was good. Helps out a little bit, but doing a process like smoking a pork for that long is kind of nerve-wracking. And actually, I ruined one. I had 3, and I woke up at, sorry, my dog is patrolling right now. I woke up at, well, no, I stayed up till about 2:15. So I started prepping everything at 1 in the morning, and I got everything seasoned and ready to go by about 2:15. I put them on the smoker, and then went to bed for 2 hours, and then essentially just kept checking on them. So yeah, that was kind of okay. Just another man-made holiday that doesn't mean anything. Well, certainly can be your opinion. Hope not salmon. No salmon. That would be an insane cost to cook salmon for 30 people. No, I think the pork was like all in all, maybe around $50 total to feed 30 people, which is not bad if you think about it. Yeah, so at 5 in the morning, I'd had about 2 hours of sleep. Whoa! About 2 hours of sleep. And I wasn't thinking straight. And if you know barbecue, you get it to about 150 degrees Fahrenheit, and then it stalls. It kind of quits cooking. And so you have to do something to it to get it to get through the stall. And so I like to wrap mine in butcher paper. Well, I tried a different method. Oh man. Hang on. One more. Then we'll get working sets in. Yeah, so I like to wrap mine in butcher paper. It kind of makes a little oven in there, brings it through the stall, and then you're good to go. But at 5 in the morning, I was like, I'm feeling brave. I'm gonna try a different method. So there's wrapping butcher paper, wrapping aluminum foil, or put the piece of meat in a aluminum boat, it's called. And so I wasn't thinking straight. I did a boat and I put aluminum foil over the top, and it essentially didn't let any water escape. So then it put like 2 or 3 inches of juice in the bottom, and then I boiled it. So it got up to temp really fast, and it was really tough. So I ran to the store at like 7 o'clock to get a new one and try to rush it. So it was kind of not great, but comes after Father's Day. Did you do any cheeky dances? So I never understand what the term cheeky means. I might have to get my dog off. Somebody here. You'll have to explain cheeky to me. I feel like it's a catch-all word. It's like a good thing, a bad thing. Hang on one sec. Hey, come on, hip. Get your ball. Sorry about that. Okay. And no cheeky dances. It was a pretty chill party. Everyone was just hanging out, good friends. Almost everyone was non-scientists now. I don't have a ton of like geek friends. I got enough geek for a lot of us, and so I try to hold friends that are pretty diversified in their interests, I guess. Figure out shake here. Oops. What are you doing? What are you doing? Ready? All right. I don't know what you mean, Bruno. You'd have to explain what you mean. Yes, speaking to normal people. Are you a scientist, Naz? I feel like if you're not, you're at least a scientist at heart. Whoa! My dog just put a slimy ball behind me and just about pulled my glute out. One tip for reverse lunges is if you're feeling it more in your quads instead of your glutes, you can cant your chest a little bit forward. So instead of going straight up and down, you can sort of lean a little bit. See the difference? And that biases it towards your glutes. Oh. One more. Okay. Not the ones you see in office. Oh, hi. What's up, Noah? Thanks, Luis. All right, out of here. See you. Yeah. Honestly, if I was really masochistic, what I should be doing is, I don't have a small box here. I have a 16. But if you had like a hard thing that was a couple inches tall, you could use that, and it would be an elevated front foot reverse lunge, which would allow you to stretch your glute even more on that on the way down. So if your leg is up higher, you get more of a knee towards your chest effect. The better, the more stretch, the better. But maybe I need to gut up for that, work up to it, and get an implement that I can step on safely. What? Yeah, so I always feel lunges just in general in my quads quite a bit. So I can feel my quads are already pumped. And but what's interesting is no matter what sort of lunges I do, I could do like walking lunges. My glutes, next day, crazy DOMs, which means that I guess, you know, you're doing the right thing if you're you know, getting your glutes pretty sore. What? Oh, my dog just bounced the ball out of the yard. Yo, Bruno, let's have a positive discussion in here. You're welcome to contribute something that's helpful, ask questions, talk about your experiences, but we're not just going to troll. So put it together or we'll take care of it. Give me 1 second. I got to run. Yes. For me, it's always a day delayed. I'm like, did I actually work my glutes? It was like, I felt, and then you're like going up the stairs and you're a little shaking. You're like, okay, yeah, I feel like I actually worked my glutes. And then the next day, it's like, holy moly, yeah, destroyed. Ah, interesting. Yeah. Is that like a choice that you can do? Like you just don't, I don't know a lot of the user end, I guess, of the live stream, so I don't know super well, but that's something you can select, like, don't show me other people's messages. Yeah, see, all right, Bruno, you're out of here. See ya. I started this thing. There's a little feature that allows YouTube to read the messages and then hold it for review if it sees something potentially questionable. And it's been a lifesaver. It's caught a lot of stuff and pretty good. What's up, Zach? We can't help interact if only can see lines. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I've already kicked 3 people out of here this morning. It's weird. It's like once I start getting people in here that are normally in here, it's like pretty productive. Trolls kind of go away, but then like starting out, like so many people just jump in. I'm good, Zach. It is, as you know, Labor Day. So what's up, Jan? Welcome to the chat. So day off, getting a good leg workout in. Give me 1 second. I got to get my dog's ball, and then I will be right back. I'm trying to figure out a little bit better audio here. Do you know if you're hearing me in the ear here, or do you hear me when I'm getting closer to the iPhone? Tell me, that would help a lot. Yes, that does happen a lot, Nasty. Just kind of filter out. So if you haven't liked the chat or liked the stream, that'd be awesome. Double tap. Pikachu. What builds muscle slow, push-ups or fast? Lawrence, great question. Both is the answer. If you want to get the best bang for your buck, it's going to be slow, controlling all the way down. If you've been on the stream before, you've seen me do deficit push-ups. So instead of going to here, like at the floor, a deficit would be putting your hands up higher and allowing your chest to drop lower. So if you can get a really big stretch, that's the best way to do it. So nice, slow into the stretch, pause at the bottom, and then a good concentric is probably gonna grow the most muscle. That's all good, Zach. It was a quiet one. I kind of expected, because it was like a weekend night, that people would be chilling, but it was super quiet. It also rained that day, so I was like, I pulled my amp out onto the deck and was trying to get everything rigged up. It was kind of a mess. But it's all good. All right, let's get one in here. What's up? Lawrence, does that make sense? Hopefully I explained that okay. Control the eccentric on the way down. Get a good concentric going. Oh man, my dog has made the mat slippery. Oh my goodness. Got the chase the angle here. Like the stream if you haven't already. It'd be awesome. Just chilling out. If you're still in bed, I love it. It's awesome. Or maybe you work a job that doesn't care about Labor Day in the US. Or maybe you're not in the US and you don't have Labor Day today. Regardless. Welcome. I think sometimes I'm like, hey, my cardiovascular is not too bad, and then I do leg day, and I'm like, oh my goodness. I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know because we had a power outage, but that's battery operated, so it's not Wi-Fi connected or anything. I came in one day and it was an hour behind. Couldn't tell you. Or maybe we're in the Matrix and we're just shifting time around. Maybe that's what it is. Zach, does FedEx get Labor Day off? Oh, I know. This is my dog's pose. She just perpetually puts the ball in the corner here and waits for me to throw it. That's good. Lawrence, that's a tough one. Favorite exercise. I mean, honestly, if I had like a spirit exercise, I would say bench press, but I do not do bench press anymore, just because my shoulders are terrible, and I've tried over and over to be able to do them safely, you know, starting light, controlling the eccentric, not bouncing anything, not doing something crazy out of the hole. Like, I feel like I've implemented every possible potential strategy to make them safe, and my shoulders are just bad. Rotator cuff in particular, biceps tendonitis. And so about 9 weeks ago, I was benching. I think I was doing like a working set. I think I was doing 135. It was pretty light. And I got to like the 9th rep and I was coming down. I slightly internally rotated. So this is internal rotation, that's external. What's up, Debbie? Welcome to the chat. And when I internally rotated, it was literally maybe that much, just a slight bit. I felt something pop, and then pretty bad pain, rotator cuff the last few weeks, and so I've been working on rehabbing it. So right now I'm doing like controlled eccentrics with push-ups, and I tried flies for the first time last week, and it was a little aggravating, but not too bad, so probably keep them going. Yes, I'm in my garage. Yeah, this would be a nasty hotel gym to have that be the backdrop. I'm thinking about reclaiming a bunch of free pallets and disassembling them and doing a big pallet wall so the background's nicer, and then maybe doing like a gray wash stain or something. Would be kind of cool. Lawrence, I kind of going back to the methodology for working out. I don't do like crazy high rep stuff. So 5 to 30 reps is pretty much the range. Almost always I'm doing 20 reps or less. And if you're doing push-ups correctly, even if you're not doing deficit push-ups, if you're doing push-ups correctly where you're controlling, get a good pause and push, not many people are going to do 70 push-ups. So Oh, I don't mind being put on the spot, but I gotta keep with the program. We're doing legs today, and I wouldn't do 70 push-ups anyways. Appreciate it though. Debbie, anything new? Had a party on Saturday. That was fun. It was a good time. Yeah, that's about it. It was a good party. It was a really good time. Got a lot done. I bought a kind of a storage cabinet finally for the garage, the workshop portion of the garage behind you. And so I assembled that yesterday. I had kind of brought a lot of the garage out this way, so this was all taken up with stuff that needed organization. Put the cabinet together and then filled it up and got everything looking pretty good, so I'm really happy about it. Can do about 20 push-ups despite otherwise not being great at athletics. Yeah, it's pretty good. That's pretty good. I know, Debbie. One day. Like I said, if this takes off, we get a bunch of subs in here. Maybe one day we'll do a eccentric scientist meetup. That'd be cool. Lawrence, appreciate it. I play video games maybe once, I'll say twice a quarter. Pretty much just to keep in touch with some friends and have a good time. Don't play games a whole lot though. So I love it when I play though. It's so much fun. All right, I've been too much here. Haley, what's up? Physical exercise is good. I agree. As long as you're not overdoing it and kind of going contrary to your goals. If you haven't already, like the stream, that'd be awesome. If you want to catch more exercise streams, sub to the channel. That's the most of what we do is exercise streams, workouts, lifts, hang out with my dog as she drops a ball and tries to get me to turn my ankle badly. And then every once in a while we'll do a guitar stream. Just kind of chill out, play some guitar, have some fun. Oops, see, that was too fast of an eccentric. Better control on the way down. It hurts more. Gentle tap of the knee is ideal. All right, we're going 3 reps in reserve this week. So, oh man, that's a bummer. Sorry to hear that. That's I'm not at all looking forward to that. When Sam, my German Shepherd, kicks the bucket. So I've had a couple family dogs die, but they were terrible dogs. And to be honest, yeah, I'll be honest, like kind of one of those things where I wasn't, it sounds terrible, but I just wasn't devastated to not be taking care of them, I guess. This one, on the other hand, follows me everywhere. Come here. Hey, come here. Come. Come. Yeah, she thinks I'm gonna throw the ball for her, so she. Here, I'll set her up here. She follows me around everywhere. She's my buddy, and so she's the best dog I've ever had, and it's gonna be brutal when she goes. So sorry about the dog. It's a bummer. It's tough. Get it. Get it. Hey, get the ball. She knows this is not how it works. Get it. Get the ball. Get it. She's stalking. She's in the driveway, stalking up the driveway. What's up, Rashid? Welcome to the chat. If you haven't already liked it, that'd be awesome. We're gonna get one more set of glutes in. 4 sets is usually enough to put me in some pain for the next day. Thanks, Debbie. Appreciate it. Yes, we'll have to play guitar again sometime soon. Have a good rest of your day. Leo, what's up, man? Evan, appreciate it. Appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. Like it if you haven't already. That'd be awesome. Hey, come get it. Come get the ball. Get it. She's like, you already have it. I don't know what I'm doing. Herculean, welcome back. It's been a minute. Welcome to the chat, man. Been doing well. Yeah. Busy trying to get stuff organized and situated for the rest of the garage, workshop behind us. And so yeah, I've been busy doing that. Threw a party for about 30 people on Saturday, which was a lot of fun. I did a 12 to 14 hour smoke, pork smoke. Close your ears, Zach, sorry. Yeah, just had a really good time. Leo, we're doing legs today. Push-ups or a shoulder thing, or a chest thing. So feel free to sub anyways though. Like to get on more, but time difference sucks. Okay, gotcha. Lawrence. Okay. What's up? You don't have to give specifics if you don't want to, but about where you located, which hemisphere, I guess. I guess it's probably Eastern Hemisphere. Time difference is that significant. So. Oh, I wish I made Mr. Beast money. That'd be cool. Not cigarette smoke. 227. Okay, cool. Wow, that's quite the difference. Sweet. No cigarette smoke, Zach. I've not smoked cigarettes, nor do I ever plan to. All right, let's get it rolling again. You're gonna see my dog here in a second. Because once I start working out, she realizes that she's got to do something other than sit there and wait for me to throw the ball. She'll probably come and grab it a few reps in and move it. Yep, the glutes are fried. Once I start losing the ability to keep stable, that's when I know, hey, we're getting towards the end here in terms of maximum recoverable volume, MRV, because I'll plan on working out glutes on Wednesday this week and Friday. So in any one workout, you don't want to go too crazy. And again, we're doing 3 reps in reserve this week. 2 more. 1 more. Okay. All right, let me put these back here. All right. Sweet. Thanks, Herculean. Yeah, it's taken about 7 years to accumulate the stuff for the setup. I got a functional trainer. That's a Rep Fitness Arcadia. 2 sides to it, so that's really helpful. I got a plyo box, which I rarely use, some attachments there. And then I got a power rack. I'll try not to show you all my garage storage back there, but power rack is super usable. Super Dog, contribute something positive or helpful. You're welcome to tell me why you think it's nonsense. There is a woman who is working glutes in live stream. Oh yeah, I can't even imagine the differential in relative harassment online is insane. Yeah, that's the setup. I got the plate loaded lat pull down too. I don't know if you can see it here. That was a way to keep the financial expenditure low, because if you got a select rise, kind of like this one where you're pulling the pin and selecting your weight, it's really helpful and quick, but it's really expensive. Whereas the plate loaded is like hundreds and hundreds of dollars cheaper. I think it actually was over $1,000 cheaper just to go plate loaded, and I have enough plates here. I just bought my second set of 275 to pretty much round out the gym, and I think I'm good to go pretty much. Excuse me. And then I got a rep flat bench that pretty much stays there in the power rack. And then I have the, I don't know, AB 5200 maybe. I don't think it even says on here, but that's an adjustable flat incline decline. So, all right. Rashid, come on, man. Say something useful. What was I gonna say? Oh, favorite workout. Leo, that's a tough one. I think I was saying before, I love bench press. I can't do it so much anymore. I'm hoping to get back into it, but I love doing bench press. Outside of that, I really love doing, if you put up the bench in the middle of the cable machine and grab both cables, doing behind the back stretch bicep curls with the cables. That's a brutal workout. Usually that's one of the only things that'll get my arms sore. It's kind of hard to do. Lawrence, I don't do burpees. Maybe if I was doing more of like a calisthenic focus. I've only been lifting for about a year, a little over a year, and so all my focus has been hypertrophy based, but that definitely has a lot of merit for calisthenics based cardiovascular fitness, stuff like that. So I'd like to get into Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, in which case core stability, strength, and cardiovascular would be paramount for that. So I might kind of switch up the training to more aerobic fitness. So Herculean, the rotator cuff is, I would say, just okay. I feel like I've relapsed a little bit. It's been pretty inflamed. So sleeping on my side, it's been problematic, but it is what it is. Just trying to be slow with it, be gentle with it, try to rehab it. I've rehabbed, like with actual physical therapists, my right rotator cuff from sports injuries, and so since I messed up my left, I'm trying to do a similar thing here. Welcome to be a mod one day. Appreciate that, Herculean. Yeah, we might need that at some point. Had knee replacement in your cultural background. It's difficult to educate someone to exercise culturally. I think resting is the way to recover. Yeah. I mean, in a lot of ways, for something significant like that, resting is your best recovery tool. Working out is not recovery. Exercise is not recovery, and so there's a fine line, right? Like yes, you can build strength and maybe recondition tendons and things like that, or reconstitute them, especially with eccentrics. But I think I know what you mean though, with like a high emphasis on recovery. So yeah, it's kind of both. Especially on the front end, I definitely would say rest is huge. And then eating at least your maintenance calories, even maybe a little bit of a surplus, as long as you know that you're going to get back into being active. Eating at a slight surplus. The difference when I'm cutting and when I'm in a slight surplus or maintenance is massive in terms of my overall pain levels, my joint health. Like I can tell within 24 to 48 hours once I start eating more food that my body is just getting the nutrients it needs to start the repair process. So Niv, we can talk about that. Let me get set up for some extensions and curls, and then we can talk a little bit about some behavioral psychology if you want. Yeah. Herculean, I think that's about right. It sounds simple, but it's like people are like, I want abs, and it's like, okay, cool, and they're like, yeah, but I end up eating and I can't get abs, and I'm like, then you want to eat the tasty, hyperpalatable foods more than you want abs, which is just something that you would have to decide for yourself. If you want abs, you'll do things that are in favor of getting abs, having visible abs anyways. Everyone has abs. All right. Nicole, keep it chill. Ozempic can be a great tool, but it just depends. You want to bulk or shred? So I just came off, well, not just, 2 weeks ago, I came off of a 6-week cut, Lawrence, where I cut 8 pounds. So that was about a 600 to 900 calorie deficit per day for 6 weeks. Pretty tough, but I wanted to do it faster rather than make it a 3-month cut. So yeah, that's what I did. See you, Herculean. Have a good one, man. Thanks for joining. See you on the next one. Yeah, so Niv. Sweet, thanks for the sub. If you haven't liked the stream already, go ahead, like it. That'd be awesome. And then if you feel like catching more, sub to the channel. I hope you get famous. I do not. Appreciate it though. Is that true, Zach? I hadn't heard that. I suppose if you have, see you, Niv, have a good one. I suppose if you have multiple comorbidities, my guess is that they would be more inclined to maybe dose that up for some people. Whew, getting sweaty. Interesting. Yeah, I didn't know that. That is news to me. All right, let's get curls in, and then we'll go, because the reverse lunges kind of preferentially, well, not preferentially, they secondarily target my quads. They're feeling a little bit gassed out. Wegovy, isn't that, was that like a first generation GLP-1 agonist, if I remember right? Could be wrong about that, but still in the wheelhouse for satiety effects. Did you know that Ozempic was essentially discovered through lizards? They found a GLP-1 agonist enzyme in a lizard, and they were like, lizards don't have to eat very much. They go a long period of time before eating, and so they did an extraction and figured out that they could, whoa, I just got bit. They could develop it for humans to increase satiety. Semaglutide, yeah. Yep. I think that's a first generation GLP-1 agonist, Zach. Could be wrong about that, might want to talk to him. Ness, so that depends on my periodization. I would say between 4 and 6 days a week, but closer typically to the 4 days a week. Right now I'm doing a mesocycle that's 5 days a week. It's Monday through Friday. Take both weekend days off to recover, and do legs Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then upper body Tuesday, Thursday. I'll probably do that for 2 more weeks, get into a new mesocycle where I do a more sort of typical split where I'm doing more evenly distributed, so more like a push-pull sort of workout. But when you're doing 4 days a week, I did a 4-day-a-week split, and I really like that because it's Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. I felt like my joints were really good. It's just the workouts are long. If you want to hit every muscle group twice per week, it makes for long workouts. It's an upper-lower split, and you're hitting every muscle twice per week. So it takes a while to do that, especially the leg days. And honestly, I've been streaming for 2 weeks now, I think, and just by nature of what we get on about during the stream, it extends the workouts, but that's okay for now. But we'll likely change slightly in the near future. What's up? What are you doing? She's like, just throw the ball for me, please. Just looking to get my hamstrings warm here. Things are feeling pretty good. I did some static stretching, which is not really typical. How many days per week do you guys usually work out if you work out? The way you buckle yourself in reminds me of a roller coaster. Yeah, it's true. I do the safety bar for hamstrings. It's not necessary in my case for leg extensions, but hamstrings tend to extend your hips a little bit, and then it doesn't treat the hamstrings quite as well. Pay 25 pounds for a 1 hour PT. Do you think that's a good offer? Trying to think. I mean, the conversion of pounds and dollars is really similar. I mean, honestly, that sounds, even if it was $30 an hour, that sounds pretty affordable to me. There are some PTs out there that charge like, you know, 100, if not hundreds of dollars per hour. Are you doing like rehab-based stuff, or are you doing just coaching sort of thing, where you're spending an hour per week and they're giving you some advice? If you're just passing through, go ahead, like the stream, double tap for me. At least double tap for the dog, you know? She's a good one. And if you're feeling it, go ahead and just sub to the channel. We do workout streams and the occasional guitar, oh man, occasional guitar stream. All right, we're gonna get 4 in here. All right, it's feeling okay. Next one will be working set here. I gotta move you a little bit closer. I can't see. Try to walk every couple days, but other than that, I don't until I get my own apartment. There's no room for the workout space, although not really an excuse. I should probably do. Yeah, walking is awesome though. If you can target 10,000 to 12,000 steps a day, that's going to be a big factor, as long as you're more or less keeping your nutrition in check for something like a fat loss diet. Some standing exercises, yeah, that's good too. 2 PT sessions per week to help with muscle strength and for looking good. Yeah, sweet. I wasn't sure if the terminology was different. Colin, I think we usually just call that like coaching for non-rehabilitation based stuff. So cool. Gym is not the same anymore. It's become almost a fashion icon to go to the gym. People dressing up with expensive gym gear, makeup, etc. It's all going on. Yeah, I feel like maybe some of that's based on where you go. I don't go to a gym very often. I'll go to like a Planet Fitness when I'm traveling to get a lift in, and I never prefer that, just because it's kind of a pain. You got to go there, and then you got to negotiate with people with machine usage and all that, which is just kind of part of it. But I have not personally had the experience of like, kind of influencers being around and being a pain. I think that's probably because Planet Fitness bans cell phone recording, maybe, if I remember correctly. Could be wrong about that. So I've been a handful of times this year, and I haven't had issues, but you may have way more experience than I do in that area. I do really struggle with how much, I just hit a wall there. Ooh. How much of a show off some people are in my gym. This one. She's gloating all the time. To be fair, you're better equipment in some gyms have been. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much just me using it, so I kind of keep it up, and then I got an upgrade a few weeks ago with the power rack, and so yeah, I like Planet Fitness. Can't really afford it at the moment due to vegan diet being more expensive. Yeah, gotcha. And Spotify memberships. There's more than one membership. I know, isn't she? She's just like always wanting to. Yeah, always doing the show. Ooh, a pool would be cool. Yeah, it's nice, and nice getting a breeze in here. Usually I have the door closed because it's, no, not my garden. What? 5. Tech World, what's up? Welcome to the chat. Yes, I am a scientist. As the name delineates, only Spotify membership. I accidentally added. Oh, I got you. I thought that was a 5, not an S. Got it. I use Apple Music personally. No hate, but that's what I like to use. Tech world, what do you do? Are you a scientist too? Do I have any scientist friends in here? Yeah, probably not. Every once in a while, I'll be on a plane. I fly quite a bit. And you start chatting with the person next to you if they don't have headphones in. And it's almost always like the ladies in their like 40s to 60s that are like most willing to actually engage in a like a friendly conversation. It's like almost every other demographic is like immediately headphones, which I do sometimes. Like there are days where I'm getting on an early flight or I'm getting on a late flight, and I'm headphones all the way after security through security on the other end. So I'm like not judging headphone use at all. But every once in a while, if it's like a midday flight or something, start chatting with the people next to you, and then they get into like, oh, what do you do for work and all that, and then it's like, I tell them, and they're like, oh wait, I haven't met a scientist. I'm like, you probably have, you just didn't, you didn't know it. Like there are so many different kinds. People think of scientists as only like research-based, which is not necessarily true. It's true in a lot of cases. Hey. 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 I think that's about to hurry up some reserve, maybe. All right. I like science. Maybe we'll go to journaling. Ooh, let me get back to you on that one, Naz. Like science. Maybe I'll go to school. Yeah. I mean, a lot of you could. There's this guy called Chef Thompson on YouTube, and I freaking love following his stuff. He started out kind of like as the dishwasher or whatever, and he's worked his way up over the course of a couple of years. But he does like, I think a chest-mounted GoPro or maybe head-mounted, I can't tell. But just watching his stuff. All right, Rashid, we're out, we're good. So chest-mounted or head-mounted GoPro, and it's kind of, shoot. No, I just timed out Naz. Shit, that's not. Damn. Well. Oops. Oh well. Sorry, Naz. I was trying to time out a troll, and I timed you out. Man. Let me answer that question about journaling. So I've tried over the years to journal, and I haven't done it very consistently. If you time someone or block, the quickest way to counteract. Oh, good call. That's brilliant. So it'll override. All right, 10 seconds. Thank you. Yeah, it's a little late. We'll see if she comes back. I was trying to type someone else out, but oh well. Software program and electrical and electronics engineer. Cool. That's awesome. Sweet. That's awesome. What were we talking about? Oh, Chef Thompson. Yeah, so he does like a Chester head mount GoPro, and has just sort of YouTubed his way through. His shorts are awesome, and kind of started from the bottom, and now you saw him like work at a golf course grill and then another restaurant, bar and grill or something, And then he started working at, Lauren, what's up? Welcome. Started working at at like a fancier restaurant, and I think he just got promoted to grand. It's a French word, French term, grand menage. I don't remember. But anyways, that was all because because of your comment on the cooking thing. So, all right, let's get another set in here. On my screen it says timed out NAS for 88,000 seconds, 86,000 seconds. That's, yeah. All right. Lauren, how's it going? Welcome back. Came back after all this time. Got any special plans for Labor Day? I think I need to drop the weight. All right, so that was 0 reps in reserve. Every once in a while I lose sight and just go for it. I probably didn't even get that last rep, to be honest, but oh man. Whew. Good, tuning in while I make breakfast. Nice. You want to make breakfast for me? My current breakfast is this right here. Orgain protein shake. It's getting warm out. What do you think? Did you hide the ball? If you're just passing through, like the stream, just hanging out with my dog here, doing some leg workouts, getting a little bit sweaty. That's a little bit healthier than the English muffins I prepared. Yes. English muffins aren't too bad, I guess. Depends on if you have, I don't know, 4 servings in them. I had Naz. Yeah, I was trying to kick a troll out. You can thank Zach. I was gonna be beating myself up for that for 24 hours, 88,000 seconds, it says. But I like booted it, and then I was like, wait a minute, I still see the person's messages there, and I was like, oh, shoot, I booted NAS. But Zach came to the rescue. He was like, timer out for 10 seconds instead, so it overrode it. So welcome back. Yep, Zach's the G for that. Okay. Expiring soon. I want to do gym, but I smoked 2 packs today. You can still go to the gym and smoke. I don't recommend smoking as a general rule. Yeah, you can, just improve one thing at a time. And then if you hate the smoking habit, see if you can drop it. Now, as I am drinking Orgain protein shake from Costco. They're convenient, and they're 160 calories for 30 grams of protein. So it's like pretty high density protein for the amount of calories. Remember, one gram of protein is 4 calories. So if you multiply 30 by 4, 120 grams of this, or 120 calories of this is it won't focus, sorry. 120 calories of this is protein, so that means that there are only 40 calories of other stuff. Go, what's up, man? Welcome. And so, yeah, if I'm going, especially on a cut, like I really focus on high protein stuff. So you're just trying to limit your calories as much as possible. If you're doing like a really aggressive one, if you're doing a more moderate cut, then it's like, whatever. You can just, you know, drop your calories by 200 or 400 calories and be pretty good there. So, I heard of an avocado and mango salad I want to make. How much time does it take to get ripped body? Zach, I'll get to that in a second, expiring. Zach, that sounds interesting. Avocado mango. I feel that. I like both those things. I love mangoes. I've been on a huge gold kiwi kick lately. I have like at least one a day, usually two. Avocado mango, creamy sweetness. Yeah, I'm with it. We'll go with it. I like it. Expiring soon. How much time to get a ripped body? That completely depends on the current body that you have. Usually your body composition. If you're maybe 25% or 30% or upwards of that percentage body fat, it's going to probably take a couple fat loss phases. Also, ripped is an ambiguous term. People use ripped, shredded, chiseled, whatever. Who knows what they all mean? Ripped is what I guess you want it to mean. If that means, you know, getting a vein in a certain place or whatever. Yeah, it just depends on your current body composition. If you're, like I said, if you're a little bit higher in body fat, it's going to take probably a couple fat loss phases to do it over the course of months. And then you change variables such that if you're okay with it being very difficult, like you're going to be hungry more often, psychologically demanding, higher risk for diet fatigue, you can drop your calories more significantly and it'll shorten your time span. Or you can do it in a way that's more comfortable. You won't be as hungry, not as much diet fatigue, but you'll have to extend your time horizon for your weight loss goals. Have similar textures to the complement, maybe with a crunch. Yeah, I don't know if I scrutinize usernames too much, Zach. I've seen some weird ones in here. What inspired me to be a scientist? Yeah, I mean, I don't really have kind of the cookie cutter answer for that. Like the whole, like I got passionate about this. I'm kind of a big fan of like doing what you feel like you should be doing today and realizing that the things that you're doing today are going to affect the things that that you do and that happen to you tomorrow. Not in all cases. Like there are a lot of things outside our control, but so it's kind of like, yeah, just put one foot in front of the other, one foot in front of the other and try to make it the best step you can. So because of that, I went into school thinking I was going to do federal law enforcement, and for all sorts of different reasons, I ended up talking to a recruiter, and I was like, hey, I'm thinking about doing criminal justice, and they're like, don't do criminal justice because that's going to get taught to you once you get in. Do something else, do a hard science, do math, do accounting, something that like trains your brain to think rationally and stuff like that. So I was like, well, I like biology. I think it was, I don't remember which year in high school I took biology, but I was like, that was cool. And so I literally just selected cellular biology for my college major and then started getting after it. So it did not take long to realize that I really loved reading about science, learning about science, and then kind of started in an entry-level position at my previous job and worked my way into my current job now. So hope that's helpful. Are there different flavors of the protein drink you have? Yes, Lauren. I have chocolate fudge, which is probably my least favorite, but it is what is available, and so that's what I've been rolling with. My personal favorite is fruity cereal. It sounds ridiculous, but if you poured Fruit Loops into milk let it sit for a half hour, and then somehow made it 30 grams of protein. You pour it into a container. That's what it tastes like, and it's incredible. So yeah, there are some different flavors, but I'm drinking chocolate fudge today. Yeah, it's hard to tell. Hard to tell, Zach. It's difficult to tell the line between something serious or something ironic. 78 kilograms. What do I want to do? Bulk to increase my chest and back. Is it right? Because I look slim. Any chance, Naz, do you know the conversion for 78 kilograms into pounds? What is this? I got a 45-pound weight at 20 kilograms, so it's almost double, 78, 150 pounds. Yeah, I mean, it depends on your height, but I guess I'm 150 pounds, so we might weigh about the same. So it depends on your height for how lean you are currently, but you could increase your calories maybe by 200 to 400 calories and 171. Okay, thank you. Appreciate that. Could increase your calories a little bit. Tammy, what are you doing? And train hard, and you'd be able to bring up some muscles that way, for sure. Do you know all your periodic table by memory? Absolutely not. I am not a chemist. I'm a biologist by training, Naz, and almost by definition, that means that I'm supposed to dislike chemistry. I don't. I think it's fascinating. I was just never particularly gifted in chemistry. I would say I survived chemistry. I did not thrive during chemistry classes. So I love listening to podcasts about physics. I never took physics, but I think if I were to go back and apply myself more at a certain hard science discipline, it would definitely be physics. I don't know if I'd be smart enough for that. It takes a pretty high level of general intelligence to be really good at physics. You can certainly learn it, but some people are really good. Really good at it. I love taking chemistry. Well, you enjoy that. Yeah, that's we'll have to differ on that one. Dr. Google helped me. Who else? Who else? All right, let me get it. What else is right here? I love oh, I don't know if you guys answered this. Are you hearing my ear or are you hearing the phone? Like if I move further away, does it sound like it's coming from my ear or the phone? Because I've had it where I've streamed with it in and it will do it and it won't do it. It depends. When I was in middle school, there was a test where we had to memorize like 30 random evidence abbreviations. I was the only one to get them all right. Nice. 30's no joke. Yeah, that's awesome. Phone, bummer. I don't know why it's doing that. Let me, oh, I don't have my case out here, I don't think. Oh well. David Attenborough is awesome. He is, he's a legend. It's going to be unfortunate when he passes on because he is the voice of so many amazing wildlife documentaries. That's kind of like my my happy place thing, like just putting on like, hey, come on now, putting on like Blue Planet or what does Attenborough do? He did, was it Our Planet? I think maybe he did. Okay, so I just had to take it off and put it back in then. Cool. Oh my gosh, Mark. Hey, whatever gets you through, you know, whatever gets you through. Jeez, did you ever? Hopefully that worked out for you. All right. Let's do some leg extensions. I don't know if you happen. Thanks for letting me know, Zach, that you're hearing the AirPod now. That's really helpful. All right. David is a legend. Okay, sorry, Ness. That's unfortunate. We're gonna go right into a working set because the lunges definitely warmed up the quads, so I'm not too worried about issues there. So we'll go right into it. Yeah, David Attenborough is awesome. I can hear his voice in my head whenever I think about him. I think maybe Will Smith voiced Blue Planet, if I have that right. Could be wrong. I have a dog hair in my mouth. Sorry. Oh, it's so nice that it's Monday and we're not working today. All right. I wish if I could improve this instrument of pain, I wish I could lean this seat back further. Because ideally you want more of a straighter angle. This is worse for leg extensions because which one of your quads connects through your hips? I cannot remember at the moment. Nope, it's gone. Oh well. But if you can get, like, if I was able to lean further back, that'd be awesome. I have this position as far back as possible, and it's still not great. But do what we can. This was, I think this machine was maybe like $150 on Amazon. Oh man, the quads are already burnt from those lunges. Ay. Oh, I should do a poll. I always forget about that. Oh, the burn. Okay. I drink coconut water, really hydrating. Is it? I've heard that, so that's why I drink it. But I don't like the taste. It tastes like if water could go rancid, and it's just not. Um, it's not my favorite. So I've heard that it's really good. I think there was a what was his name? Andy Galpin podcast where he talked quite a bit about it, like intra workout coconut water intake. Sounds like an optimization thing. I don't really care up that much. But yeah, I drink it when I feel a little bit thirsty. So, what's up, Hades? Puppy, yes, she keeps running the ball around. Um, welcome to the stream, Hades. Nice. Welcome to Maine. Zach, dog's name is Sam, short for Samantha, having no correlation to I Am Legend dog. Juice up. No juice for me. I'm not. Until they, maybe possibly when we develop non-androgenic steroids, that might be a possibility. And that's mainly, there would still be a moderate approach to increase skeletal muscle for longevity's sake, stability, balance, stuff like that. But I wouldn't take androgenic steroids for sure. Naz, so I played sports growing up through high school, remained fairly active. I lifted very, very sporadically throughout high school. I think the most I ever strung together was about 3 months during a summer off season. And then I just kind of quit working out, quit doing stuff. Did more sitting around watching Netflix than I did anything else outside of work for a few years. And then several years, actually. Wasn't really watching the nutrition,
eating dessert that wasn't necessarily calorie conscious for years, and it started to catch up to me. Um, and so yeah, um, got pretty out of shape, and and then let's see, July of 2023 is when I got into the gym really for the first time. Um, and then I've kind of put it together for since then. So 14 months or so. Um, yeah, about 6 months ago, 7 months ago is when I really started to get a lot more informed with nutrition and how that plays into it. And so I've made probably my best progress in the last 6 to 8 months. So before that was just kind of guessing at it. So nothing organic these days. Everything is upgraded. Not sure what you mean. You'd have to explain what you mean. Most of the people that played sports were jerks, but you seem like you would have been one of the cool ones. There were a few of them that were really nice to me. Yeah, I always had like a pretty positive attitude to sports. I love the team aspect of it. And so there is nothing better than I played football when I was younger, and then I got into baseball seriously when I was in junior high and high school. And especially on those baseball days, like when you're practicing, you're getting to know your teammates, you're trying to build the relationships there and the trust and respect. Yeah, there are some guys that just like in adult life, like it just seems like it's a lost cause in some ways. Um, so yeah, it's try to do what you can, but I always tried to foster kind of a more positive environment, even for the kids that were like not at all gifted, because I played in a league at first that was um, it was kind of the sort of league where like if a parent was like, "I'm sick of you in the house, just go. We're going to put you in baseball," and they're like, "No, I don't want to play baseball," and then they make them play anyways, which is kind of unfortunate. What's up, Natalie? Welcome to the stream. Um, but I tried to reach out to those guys and try to incorporate them as best I could, not always very successfully, into the team workouts and kind of hyping them up in a genuine way. I'm not like a use I don't want to say uselessly positive, but like forever positive person. I think there's like toxic negativity. There's also toxic positivity. I'm not like a positive no matter what kind of person. That's not my thing. Um, so yeah, I tried to be genuinely positive without being patronizing. That's um, kind of the key. So yeah, it was fun. But when you to your, what I was saying before is like you have your practices, you build those relationships, and then the first day that you put on the uniform and you have game day, all of a sudden it was like the cohesion multiplied, where it was like, man, we got, you know, in some 15 dudes or whatever on this baseball team. And it was kind of hodgepodge, almost backyard baseball for the first couple weeks. And then the first game, everyone puts on the same uniform, everyone puts on the same hat. You have a batting order, um, and then you start to coalesce a little bit better. And that was always so much fun. Even the guys that weren't gifted in baseball seemed to kind of take to it, and that was always good to see. Let's see. I feel like sports at school played a big part in my life when it comes to my fitness journey and having a keen interest in health sciences. Yeah, that's awesome. That's a big catalyst for a lot of people. Seeing what works, seeing what doesn't work. If I could play one sport, it would have been baseball. Yeah, baseball. I love baseball so much. I don't watch baseball so much these days just because it takes a lot of time to do that. I used to follow it a lot more, but um, I loved playing baseball. Those were some really good memories. Because I don't think they had swimming. Yeah, yeah. Would have played volleyball. It was an absolute favorite, but the guys didn't play because they didn't have their own team. Oh, bummer. That's too bad. Um, I love beach volleyball. Again, in my adult life, like I play a lot of well, not a lot of frisbee. If I have a frisbee around, I'm picking it up and I'm finding somebody to throw with. Um, but I love beach volleyball. Like we had a group from work that would go, and it was just like it was mixed. Nobody was like incredibly good. There were tall people, there were short people, um, and it was just such a good time. We found a court, and we would go after work on like Wednesdays or whatever. And it was so much fun because you had like the work side of it. You knew those people, you work with them, try to be a team, and then you're like playing volleyball with them too. I'm not incredible at volleyball, but man, I love playing. Hmm, interesting. I would play soccer. Yeah, Hades. That's a good one. That's one sport I never really got into. Um, Played tennis for a while, football, baseball. I didn't really play basketball. I played for 1 year, um, and yeah, soccer is not one that I got into. Some of that's probably just mostly based off of my unwillingness to entertain running for long distances and long periods of time. Just not what I like to do. Oh, feeling weak. Uh, 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 it's crazy for heads up, look out. for for quad extensions. That's it. Oh man, whew. A rest pause gives me um, so much more ability to keep going. Um, Better than listening to music. It's a great way of doing your workouts and coming on live. Better than listening to music, but we must be a big distraction. Yes, that's true. We're 82 minutes in. I don't typically do 82-minute workouts. Um, yeah, I like the dialogue. You guys are um, super chill. Usually ask some good questions, and it's fun hanging out for sure. Enjoy it. My dog doesn't mind having the extra outside time too. Um, there's some days, Naz, though. Whoo, I'll tell you, I do not feel like getting in the gym and working out, and getting the metal playlist going can be helpful. I was thinking about bringing a speaker out here and having something going in the background, but then I thought maybe that it would copyright strike the video, which I don't think for me currently in my channel status makes any difference. But um, who is Luis? If you mean Lauren, she was in the chat earlier. I don't know if she's still here. It's been a while, it looks like. Um, Luis. How did she change from Lauren to Luis? Luis just sounds so British. Luis May. Yeah. Hades. Yeah. So I commissioned a Fiverr artist actually. I had a picture that I just sent to him, and I think that's called straight line art, maybe something like that. And so I commissioned a Fiverr artist to do a creation for me. And yo, what's up, Lauren? I hope you're ready for the onslaught. Welcome back. Um, but yes, I It was a cool portrait I thought that he did, so I posted it up. And then I took Zach's idea of TES and had ChatGPT make some artwork for me. So it was just something to get the channel. Um, why is my name Luis now? Yes, please answer. But then it would have no soul. Yes, and that is what we're looking for. We hear all good things about you. Yes, we do. We talk about Lauren so much, mostly during. It's just you, Nas. It's just you, pretty much. Dog is on a roll for the ball. If you haven't liked the stream, go ahead, just double tap the screen. That'd be awesome. Subscribe if you're feeling it. Get some workout videos in here and live streams and some guitar streams here and there. And then we all harass Luis, as we know. Yeah. Oh, I think I'm done. That was enough quads for today. Who's plays guitar? Oh, yes. I should have shared the link. Yeah. Debbie was here today, Hades. She popped in, said hello. I think she had to bounce, though. I think I missed the guitar stream. What a shame. It's hard to... Are you even a fan? Fitzsterling is back on me. Yeah, I know. It had calmed down slightly. I expect nothing less, though. All right. Here we go. Hey, now I can see. That's nice. Yeah.
Hi. What are you doing?
Oof. Let me put in a poll here. What should we ask? We had a poll about whether or not Florida was the worst state in the U.S. And at first, with like 30 votes, Florida was like 3/4 the worst state. And then um, somehow we evened out, and Florida turned out to not be the worst state. So off the hook for now. How's eruption going? Hades, I haven't practiced it in a couple days. Actually, I will get some practice in today. The struggle is there's a difference between practice and playing. If you play an instrument, you very much know, like, it's kind of like sports. If you're just like out there hitting a ball around or kicking a soccer ball around, that's different than working on the technical details of the thing. And so I pretty much do maybe 75% playing and 25% practicing, which should probably be reversed, to be honest. So, yeah, I got to practice some eruption today. I'll get some more of that in. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. 20 years ago, the time I last saw the beach, and I have very few memories of it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I've been to Florida many times for work and for recreation, and I dislike it very much, personally. But to each their own. I don't judge. It is a hard solo to play. Yeah, the tapping portion that I played on stream the other day, played using quotes loosely. I also did not put on the correct tone because I didn't want to wake up the neighbors. That was the night of the night before the barbecue, and it was like 1 a.m. maybe we were streaming, and so I was trying to keep it quiet. Taylor Swift, fourth ever. Your daughter. Who are you talking about? I just got here. Do not have a daughter. I don't know who Heidi is. I live right next to the beach. Can't get away from it. I see it every day. Oh, cool. That's nice. I have a dog. Um, Yep. And this is how she throws the ball for herself. She thinks it rolled all the way down the driveway. Yeah, I pulled the electric out, Naz. Pulled the amp out, pulled the electric out, rigged everything up for the stream. And so I definitely could disrupt the neighbors if I wanted to with that. Dog's name is Sam. Oh, no. Nope. Not talking about a daughter and playing soccer. You have way too many shells. Yeah. The puppy is well fed. She could probably lean out a little bit. Maybe a couple pounds, but not too bad. You can still kind of see a little caricature of her ribs, the down, looking downwards at her. Indiana. I have some fond memories and not fond memories. Doggy workouts. What do you mean? The only thing I can think of is like running with her, which I don't really run at this point. So I run her. I just don't run with her. Yeah. Hundreds and hundreds of horseshoe crab shells. They're cool. Nice. That's cool. It's awesome. What you doing? What are you doing? Hmm? What are you doing? Um, yeah, she's something else. Yes, I may dislike Illinois more than Florida. Um, I think. Do you work in what job? Yeah. So I am a scientist, Taylor Swift. If you would use your massive following, we're trying to grow the channel, get some likes, double tap the screen. If you had all of your people double tap the screen, we'd probably have billions of likes, and then we could have a big barbecue here and make a big eccentric scientist um, get together, which would be super fun. So uh, put the word out. But yeah, I am a kind of a genetic scientist is the best way I can describe it. Work on instruments that sequence DNA, do human identification for crime labs and sheriff's departments and clinical labs, educational labs. I want a free ticket to visit you. Now, I can't promise all you can eat buffet. Yeah, I can't promise that I could pay for everybody's ticket unless somehow this thing like exploded and then I was filthy rich, and then I might pay for the OG people here in the chat that have been with me from the beginning. I would pay for your tickets to come for the barbecue, and everyone else can pay for their own tickets. Mm-hmm. Taylor Swift. Yeah, there it is, Zach. Thank you. Zach is my he's like my what's a good descriptor for it? Uh, the arbiter of my personal life information. That's what we'll go with. The arbiter of my personal life information. Yeah, absolutely, Hades. Come on now. Ah, Naz, just trying to. What one? What one wife? Uh, oh, I see what you mean. Like which one do I have? I got you. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back to that and say maybe for another day. Maybe can you not and say we did? Maybe At some point, I'll divulge more personal information. Everyone has their analysis, Naz. It's fair to say it's complicated. LOL. You know, with the storylines you made up for Louis/Lauren, you could always write a short story. I think it would crush. The creativity is probably there, so could always write a short story, and you're more than welcome to make up my complicated situation for the viewers. You could just, copy paste into the chat whenever someone asks, and then we can just call it canon and go from there. No, it's all good. Taylor Swift, I am not easily offended. All right, I think I need to close this thing down. Go get something to eat. So far today, I am, for those of you that have been following along, I've been eating at maintenance calories for 2 weeks after a 6-week cut. So I was eating about between 15 and 1700 calories a day for 6 weeks. And now I'm back up to about 24 to 2500 calories a day. So, so far today, I've had an Oikos Pro yogurt, which is 20 grams of protein. I've had a coconut water, which is 60 calories and 15 grams of carbs. I like doing that for leg day. I've had a protein shake, 30 grams of protein, so that's 50 grams of protein total, and a gold kiwi. So that's what I've had so far today. I shoot for my body weight in protein per day, although when I'm cutting, I drop it to 0.8, which is still 3 standard deviations above what they consider to be a sufficient amount. 0.72 is considered, oh wow, my dog just caught a fly in midair. Nice. 0.72 seems to be the literature for about your best intake for protein. It tapers off in terms of usefulness after that. So I go to 0.8 just in case I happen to be on the distribution of a side that can preferentially uptake protein and use it for anabolic purposes. So I drop it to 0.8 during a cut just so I have more more room in my calories for other more fun things to eat like fruit. And then when I'm not on a cut, usually about my body weight, 150 grams of protein per day. And I've really enjoyed eating at maintenance. Hopefully keep the weight stable within 1 to 3 pounds for the next probably at least 2 weeks, and then get into a little bit of a massing phase. I don't do crazy bulks though. I'll do probably a 200 to 400 calorie surplus per day for that. So that's kind of the roadmap. That's what I'm looking for the next. I'll probably do a little bit longer bulk this time. I only did a 6-week bulk last time. I think I'll do a 12-week bulk and see if maybe I can. My general guideline is I will bulk until my abs get blurry. So last time I was at 163. About 8 weeks ago, I was at 163, and my abs were getting pretty blurry, and so I cut down to I was 151 this morning. Stop. And so I'll bulk up to at least 165, I would think. Maybe 170, but that might be pushing it, to be honest. I might do it, but we'll see. I'm thinking maybe a 3-month bulk, kind of double the bulk time, get in 12 weeks instead of 6. But then that'll take a longer time for the fat loss phase, which is probably the most psychologically demanding for me personally. I'm not a huge fan of it. So, yeah. Anyways, I'm making a t-shirt for test awareness school. Cool. Well, put a QR code on there. If I think maybe you might be able to export the QR code for my channel so people can just scan your shirt and subscribe. Yes, he's complicated man, just like science. He's built on facts and not fiction. He doesn't believe in love at first sight. He's not a romantic and focused on his own life at present. All right, we've got it rolling already. I need a little bit more oomph, Naz. I feel like it's missing a little spice in there. Just flesh it out maybe a little bit, and then yeah, I can tell everyone my fictional life story. Whenever someone asks in the chat, just go to your notes, copy, paste, and then we're good to go. So cool. Couple more weeks of eating at maintenance, and then see if we can do a bulk. Lose my veins. That happens within like 5 to 10 pounds. Usually I'll start losing some of the vascularity in about 5 pounds. But that's okay. That's not a huge deal. And then see if I can cut my way down and maintain. Ugh. All right. Guys, it's been a pleasure. My dog is so bored she's catching flies, literally. And so we're going to cut it here. Thanks for joining on this Labor Day. My legs feel nicely worked out. And catch you on the next one, probably tomorrow. Going to do an upper body workout. So feeling good. So he has a couple of interesting dating facts. He has a couple of online girlfriends that he video calls regularly. One in India and one in Australia. Okay, yeah, that's a lot of spice. See you guys.